All right, well, hello, good morning, buenos dias, everybody. It's Professor Cañedo here, and it's time for another fun-filled roll call video. So here we are. It's week 5 of the fall semester, and this is the information for everybody for the dates of September 19th through 23rd. And before I get going, please excuse me if during the course of the video I tend to clear my throat or cough just a little bit more than usual. I've been feeling a little bit under the weather the last few days. The constant changes in temperature, and then I divide my time this semester between Murrieta and Hillcrest. So the constant changes in elevation and differences in the climate and all of that stuff, the pollution and driving the 15 and the 805 and the 163. As you can imagine, that stuff kind of takes its toll after a while. But other than that, I'm feeling pretty good. But just bear with me if I do tend to do this business a little bit more than usual in this video. Hopefully by next week, much of that gunk will be cleared out, and I'll just cough a little bit instead of a hell of a whole lot. All right, well listen, let's go ahead and get on with it. And I'll go ahead right now and start with those of you in the Chicano Studies and Mexican American Studies classes first. So you'll be, I'll talk to you in the first half of the video, and then in those of you in the gross month sections, I'll talk to you in the second half. So let's go ahead and get things started, and I'll talk to those of you right now in the Chicano Studies 141A class. Your topic this week is on European colonialism and the colonization, and in addition to reading the Between the Conquest on the Columbus book and the Columbus reading, you'll finish off the book this week. So you read the first half of the book last week, so finish off with the second half of this week. So in addition to Between the Conquest and the Columbus book, make sure you check out U.S. Lecture Outlines 2 to 4. There are several powerful programs for you to check out this week, including some on New Mexico and Spanish California. There's the article by Arnoldo de Leon and Richard Griswold del Castillo, so be sure to check that out. And I made a change in the film. On the schedule, originally you were supposed to see a film about the explorer Coronado, but I'm going to change that. So the film this week is about the explorer Cabeza de Vaca. I think Cabeza de Vaca is much more instructive in showing the complexities, or how even among the Spaniards they had conflicting views with respect to how they viewed and how to treat the native peoples. If anything, Cabeza de Vaca can be considered as the first anthropologist. So definitely, I think you'll find this film quite intriguing. Check it out. I've already got the film queued up in the week 5 module, and it'll take you over to the Daily Motion website. Not YouTube, but it'll take you over to Daily Motion. Okay, quiz 4 is going to wrap up today, so that's going to be the halfway point of the quizzes. Quiz 5 will open up on Thursday. Group 1, it's time for me to talk to you again, so have your Form 4 comments ready on Friday. I'll reply to you over next weekend. And lastly, don't forget that the writing assignments for the class are going to start rolling in. So be sure to get your California Mission SLO assignment into me by Thursday. And also too, please start informing me about your EBSCO article choices, because that assignment is going to be due next week. So you definitely want to let me know what articles you're going to be working on. Okay, switching gears, let me talk to those of you in the Mass History 142 section. This week you're going to be working on, excuse me, this week you're going to be working on World War II. So, in addition to the readings from Crucible of Struggle and Beyond 1848, check out the articles by Erasmo Gamboa and Vicky Ruiz. You've got the powerful program on Hitler. Even though Hitler doesn't really correlate to the topic of Mexican-American studies, keep in mind, of course, many Mexican-Americans, many Chicanos fought bravely during World War II. I had a few relatives in my life, cousins of my grandmother who fought in the war. One fought in Europe, one was in the Pacific. So for many Mexican-Americans, of course, they're very proud of their veteran, their war service, and Hitler was definitely someone that all Americans, even and of course Chicanos too, definitely fought bravely against. So that's your PowerPoint show. Your film is on the Zoot Suit rights, so make sure you check that out. And Quiz 4 is going to end tomorrow, and Quiz 5 will start on Friday. Group 1, it's time for me to talk to you again, so have your Form 4 comments ready on Friday. I'll reply to you over the weekend. And those of you who sent in your U.S.-Mexico War papers on time, your grades are almost ready. I'll have those for you coming up tomorrow morning. So Tuesday morning, tomorrow morning, all your grades and feedback will be ready. And also, too, those for the 142 class, please notify me of your EBSCO article choices because, like with the 141A class, you also have EBSCO to work on. So be sure to notify me of your choices. Okay, that concludes the portion in which I talk about. I talk to those of you in the Chicano Studies and Mexican American class. Now let me talk to those of you in the U.S. class in Grossmont. And I'll start first by talking to those of you in the History 108 class. All right, for those of you in History 108, your reading this week is Who Built America, Chapter 3. Your topic is family labor and the growth of the northern colonies. In addition to the Who Built America readings, your PowerPoint program is on the Great Awakening, and also your podcast is on the Great Awakening and the Terrible Transformations. That's going to be a major topic for the week. Podcast Journal 3 is going to be due on Wednesday. You already have your Podcast Journal 2 scores and feedback. I got that to you over the weekend. And also to Quiz 4 is going to be opening up on Friday. Quiz 3 will wrap up on Friday as well. All right, and last but not least, let me talk to those in the History 109 class. And you can probably surmise that I've got my MacBook queued up here. So let me just switch tabs and open up the schedule for History 109. So for those of you in the 109 section, your topic this week is radicals and reformers. In essence, the origins of the progressive movement. And your reading is Who Built America, Chapter 5. Your PowerPoint is on the famous muckrakers. These are among the people who exposed a lot of the unsavory business practices, corrupt practices that have been going on in the United States since the time of the Gilded Age into the early parts of the 20th century. So safety issues, late labor issues, child labor, all of that stuff. These were the things that the people looked at. So that's your PowerPoint show. And you've got 2 podcasts to check out this week. So check out the podcast Politics, Agrarian Reform, and Empire. And the other one that I'd like for you to check out is the one on the progressive era. So be aware that from time to time, you'll have to listen to 2 podcasts per week. But in terms of turning in podcast entries, journal entries, those will always be for the rest of the semester, one per week. And on that note, your podcast journal 5 entries are going to be due on Thursday. I'll open up a quiz 5 on Friday. Quiz 4 will wrap up on Friday as well. Oh, and I forgot too. Before I forget, you do have another video this week. So please check out part 2 of Ken Burns' jazz series. And let's see, anything else I need to mention for those of you in History 109 class? And lastly, for those of you in the 109 section, I'm finally getting around to reading and replying to all of your introductions. At this point in time, I replied to a little over half of you. So by the middle part of the week, I'll finally be able to get to say hello to all of you in the class. It just took a while to finally get over a lot of the administrative and bureaucratic stuff at the first part of the semester. That stuff is all cleared out, so I can finally say hi to all of you. And like I said, I've done that with about half of you at this point in time. And with that, I think that you pretty much cover it. So that's it. That's the plan for the week. Of course, any other updates or news I'll have with respect to the announcements for the rest of the week. So have a great week, everybody. It's we're coming up on the first week of autumn. So definitely a great time for football fans, baseball fans, hockey fans too. And basketball too. They'll be opening training camps as well. So it's pretty good time to be a sports fan at this time. All right, everyone, take care. Have a great week, and I'll see you again next week for the week 6 roll call.